Okay, you can hear me now? Check. Embarrassing. Hello! Okay, settings, audio. Come on.
I don't think you can see all of us with the lighting.
Well, this is embarrassing. Check, 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 check. Well, now you can hear me. That's cool. Hi, my name's Liam, and I can be heard. That's cool. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to like triple check to make sure. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Can someone open up my YouTube channel and see if you can hear me? Check, 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 check. This is fun. This is called the pre-show. This is where we get together and just you know, just what's the word? Yeah, but shoot the wait. We just rap.
Oh, there you go. Rap?
Hey, I think it's working. Yeah, but like in the traditional setting, traditional sense.
Oh.
All right. I think we're live.
I think we're live, yeah.
So here's what's gonna happen. Now I hear myself back to myself. All right, let's cancel that. Let's ixnay that, and that's great because that means the settings should not be working. I'm just gonna go in stereo audio. We're not going to automatically adjust it. Echo cancellation is off. Okay, so we're going to listen to my new album called Foreverland,
Oh my god.
which I've been calling it jokingly.
Yeah.
And we're here having a hello. Let's enjoy. Oh, come on. Having a hello. Let's enjoy the album party. And then Braden's like, "Are we going to stream it again?" Because we streamed.
We look like a cult right now.
We are a cult.
You're in front, and then there's just people like lined up behind you. And the lighting.
So yeah, the lighting is
so
horrible
scary.
now.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna close the blinds.
I was just about to suggest that.
We look so scary right now. We've come for you. We've come
There
for
we go.
you.
So maybe I'll stay up in front so the light stays focused. So okay, so anyway, so we're gonna listen to the album. Apparently we.
It's so bad. Every time you're in focus,
Everyone
look
come
dark
closer.
shadows. We look like demons on your shoulder.
Hey, it works. Okay, so everyone pull up a seat nice and close.
Cannabis.
Sure. I guess.
So we're going to, yeah, we're gonna listen to the album as we get our seats sorted here.
Take a seat, everybody. Oh gosh. This looks pretty. This looks great. Looks like you're about to tell a scary story.
Hey, Natalia is here. Hey, Natalia.
Called it.
Okay,
Hey,
so what if we
Natalia.
turn off the light now?
Do we look terrifying, Natalia? Oh shoot.
William's blocking you now.
See, if you flipped everything, then you could have the natural light from back there. But that would involve rearranging your entire room.
Okay, you guys can scoot back however you want to go. This isn't working.
Or we could just be like this.
For a whole hour.
Play this song.
We do
Don't
this.
play that song. Play this song.
Play them all. No skip war.
You shall play war.
Okay, if we do that, that probably works. Okay, hey Natalia, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually mute. We're not gonna be able to. Well, I'm gonna have to, because the audio, the way this routes, you're just gonna be listening with us and watching us make stupid faces. I think. So let's see what happens here. Or maybe, hey, there's 3 people watching. Well, let's listen to the album, I suppose. So add to stream. I don't know what these guys are doing, and that's I guess part of the fun. This is working for Natalia. Can everyone introduce themselves?
Okay.
Who's that?
Sam?
That's Sam. Do you want me to promote your blog or no? No. Okay. She does not have a blog.
I'm Bella.
That's Bella.
And I.
Do you want me to promote? Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Do you want me to promote your blog, Bella?
I don't have a blog.
Bella has a blog. And Braeden.
You know me, I think. Do you know me?
Yes, Natalia knows you.
I'm Liam Sturgis. I have an album called Foreverland.
Yes, you do.
And this is Braeden. He's just in front.
I'm Braeden. Wilkinson, I might add.
Oh yeah. What happened? Oh, what happened to him? No, that was.
He went to Antarctica, I think, on an expedition.
Oh, did he?
Okay. Yeah, Natalia knows you already. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit play. And you know what I might do is I'll just reduce the volume on the mic. So I'll still be able to talk if I really try. Everyone else will just pass messages on to me. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, where'd it go?
Commentary in between, or
We could, you know what? Let's do commentary in between. Now let me just let's talk about that for a sec. Okay, so what we'll do? Don't touch my chair. The problem is it's broken now, and so it's already really precarious, and it really grinds my gears. Okay, so so what everyone should do, Foreverland is a album designed to be listened through if you want to, the whole thing. It also, of course, can be listened to in whatever order you want. But for today, we're not going to try to listen to the whole thing through. We're going to talk in between because it's more fun that way. And then I encourage Natalia and everyone else who will one day watch this to, on their own time, enjoy it and enjoy the transitions between the songs and find meaning in that or not. And so let's go ahead and listen to track 1. And I will turn off the mic in that case until we are done the song. So here, guys, this is it. I think this makes it legit. Yeah. All right, here's Foreverland.
Took a chance when I asked for loving stamps in my passport. After all I've lost, I'm ever insecure. I always fought for attention, bad decisions I never could mention. After all I've said, I'm sure I closed some doors. My mother said, after all the tears have flowed away, meet me at the edge when night meets day. We'll find pieces where we've been and live off adrenaline. We'll lift off from where we stand and fly to Foreverland. The time teaches as it's spent. We'll learn something when we can. And if we acknowledge it, we'll welcome Foreverland. Distance, not knowing what I would be missing. After all these years I thought I knew for sure that I could be young and neglectful, never meant to be disrespectful. And granted, though I thought we lost the cure, my father said, after all the fears have flown away, crossroads, come and pray. Looking out across from the open shore, live a life with open wings and soar. We'll find pieces where we've been and live off adrenaline. We'll lift off from where we stand and fly to Foreverland. The time teaches as it's spent. We'll learn something when we can. And if we acknowledge it, we'll welcome Foreverland. Hey oh, hey oh, hey crossroads, come and pray. Looking out across from the open shore, live a pieces where we've been and live off adrenaline. We'll lift off from where we stand. The time teaches as it spent. We'll learn something when we can. And if we acknowledge it, we'll welcome Foreverland. We'll find pieces where we've been and live off adrenaline. We'll lift off from where we stand and fly to Foreverland.
All right, well, that was fun. And that's it. Good night, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. That was technically the entirety of Foreverland.
Well, that was Foreverland, yeah.
That was the track Foreverland. So yeah, that was fun. Thank you, Natalia, and Pollyanna, if that is your real name. And once again, I've sent out a link to my Operation Uplift friends. Perhaps we'll get some friends in here. Natalia, thank you so much. I'm happy because this next track is one that Natalia has heard before, because we played it before.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we talk about? I guess you just come up with nice things to say about me, right?
Oh, yeah. We're just Liam's the best, and no, this song is like I've heard like so many versions of it. Oh,
A little closer.
can you hear me?
If you come a little closer, yeah.
Can people hear me? Could you hear me back there, or only up
It
here?
would have been quiet.
Well, this song, you were working on this album for a long time, so I've heard.
There you go.
Hello. Time for some ASMR. So Foreverland is a good song. I heard it before, and Natalia's heard it before. You showed me demos and demos of this song like 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago. So I saw the evolution of that song, and it's this is tied with Tuesday Afternoon for me as my favorite Liam Sturgis song.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents. Okay. Ah no! I scared
what you've done.
I scared the light.
It's funny. It didn't change anything at all.
I probably screamed into the mic too.
I felt your lips on the back of my head just there.
That's a point in ASMR though, right?
I think that's entirely the thing you're trying to simulate.
Yeah. And the lamp is not an ASMR fan, so it just
No, it freaked out.
Freaked out.
It has personal space issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's awesome. I'm gonna. Oh God, it's moving to the camera. We're a professional setup here at Sturgis Prime Productions. So we're gonna go now to the next song, which is called "The Things We Take Visas."
I'm getting tired of chasing nothing. I'm running circles, drunk and blind. If I died today, would you forget me? Could I hide up in your mind? As I'm falling, will you catch me? Or will I walk this road alone? Before I leave, let's sit and be thankful for the memories. I love them more than you could know. The things we take with us, the light in the dark, the fire inside and the beat of my heart, taken for granted, and oh, I won't waste one more day of my life. It's a simple message and I digress. It's been a while since I've seen the rain. I think I must have broken some promises again. This big blue-hearted crystal puzzle that you made me, I hope they're buried alongside me to remind me
Oh, wait.
That's chill. Yeah. If my friend Diane told me in a Telegram chat, she said, "Turn it up." So I'm not sure if she means I'm not sure which part. Yeah. So if the music is, or if she's just like celebrating. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Diane's pretty cool. She's pretty hip. That might be what she meant.
Yeah.
So, but in all seriousness, if it is too quiet, please do let me know. And I will see what I can do. That being said, in the meantime, it's perfect. Yay!
It is. Turn up.
So just to confirm, she said it's perfect. That means she meant turn up.
Yeah.
I want to. So we're live on YouTube, Rumble, and Odyssey. I want to thank everyone, particularly who's on Rumble, and everyone is on every platform, of course. And being on YouTube definitely allows me to bring up these comments, which I cannot yet do on the other platforms. So there's benefits to all of them, guys. But then I couldn't say certain words like I muted the mic to say what I was saying. But anyone who could read my lips knows. Let's move on to the next one. Now,
Can I do one?
can you do what?
Can you mute the mic and I say a word?
Okay, so Braeden, 3, 2, 1. You can say Bill Gates on YouTube.
Oh, you've exposed me.
Sorry, I betrayed your trust.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move to the next song. But I will. And by the way, if anyone does for some reason feel like they have something to say, don't hesitate to come up and tell me. No, you can say Bill Gates. It's fine. You know what you can't say though. Hey, Carson! Carson's here.
Carson.
Goat. Carson was around when this was being made, and I think he may possibly have even helped engineer a couple of the things. Yeah, we've done songs together, but I don't know if he wound up doing any of these for this album. But regardless, Carson was a big part of the process of making this album, and I believe he's now working full time at 2-Track. Correct me in the chat. My guy.
Things we take with us is a sequel from. For people who weren't there for the other one, Things We Take With Us is a follow up from Things We Leave Behind, which is also a good Liam Sturgis song on his last album.
That's true.
Yeah, so
This man knows his trivia.
I know my Liam Sturgis lore.
I'd also like to welcome Eric Frederick, whose email I have yet to receive. That's a whole story. I've been asking Sam for Mr. Frederick's email address for a long time, and we're not going to get into why. Okay, so, Braeden, you want to introduce the next song?
What is the next song? It's my song.
Your song, yeah.
It's our song.
I wrote this about. Well, do you want to
I
explain?
don't know I can't speak to what it's actually written about, but I do have a song on my album called Graceful, and this is called Soulful. And Liam sent me the early demo of this song, and he was like, "Does this remind you of anything?" And I was like, "Wait, this is my favorite song ever. This is actually exactly what I would be jamming to." And you're like, "Well, this is us jamming. The song is about me and you jamming and just having running through nature and running through the woods and having a good time in life." So that's what my song Graceful is called, not to promote myself.
No, promote away.
So that's they're brothers. I imagine that Graceful and Soulful are like little twin boys, like Zach and Cody. We were watching Zach and Cody earlier.
Little twin boys. Okay. Yeah. The way I describe it is as I was writing this, it's not literally about it, but the image in my head was always Braeden and I running through a field full of flowers and butterflies.
Oh, butterflies too is an important aspect.
That's true, because he has a song called Butterfly.
Yeah.
He was just playing it. So
Wait,
here's
actually. Oh yeah, it's true. Wait, is that actually what the song's about though?
So I mean, let's listen and then find out.
Okay.
Some only know the places they've grown under the weight of stones that they've thrown, losing their way, frozen alone. Horizons overgrown. Sing of birds under wings, thunder though not the greater good. We never had a plan. Through the fields we ran, we were so full and free. Il m'a promis qu'il entend mes cris. Seul aujourd'hui, douleur est finie. Cherchons ensemble, nous trouverons le fond. C'est l'heure, nous arrivons. In that small town we stood and memorized those words. We live for the memories, though not the greater good. We never had a plan, but through the fields we ran, we were so full and free. In that small town we stood and memorized those words. We live for the memories, though not the greater good. We never had a plan, but through the fields we ran, we were so full and free.
Oh man, we got some great commentary going in the various chats. Okay,
That's the best one. That's my favorite.
that's very nice of you.
That's the summer song of 2022.
Well, so we've talked about Ethan Coe before, who Braeden has released the Saltwater Storm.
Yeah.
And part of Improperly, he told me when I first showed him an early version of that song that it sounded like a theme song for Marineland
Oh yeah, that's right.
or Aqua World.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
And I love it. And Turtle just has just now entered the room. Turtle?
I think Turtle likes the song.
I don't know if you can hear.
Did you hear
That's so
Soulful?
nice.
Turtle likes
So anyway, so if anyone has a phone number for Marineland, hit me up.
Everyone loves Marineland.
Brought to you by Pfizer. Okay, sorry. So now let's. So Braeden, a couple things came up while we were talking. First of all, my friend Pam asks, who is the dancer?
Oh, me?
So I said, which one? And so the answer is that's Braeden. Oh, blue plaid shirt behind you. Yeah,
That's me.
that would be Braeden.
Yes.
He goes by From Ash and Dust as a musical project, and he's a collaborator of mine for a long time. He's a pretty good friend. And then that's Bella, his fiance. And then that's Sam, who has instructed me not to promote her book blog. So
She doesn't have a book blog.
no. Instead, Bella has a blog, and has told me to promote it. www.bellasblog.geocities.biz.
If that's a real site.
Yeah, can you buy that domain real quick? Okay, cool. The French. We have a podcast. The GeoCity. Do you have a podcast? You
No.
too? Oh, okay.
No. I was saying I was promoting us.
So the French. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. The French translation. There's a bit in there that's French. Il m'a promis qu'il entend mes cris. Well, now I feel embarrassed translating.
Oh, do you know what it means?
Yes. Wouldn't it be funny if it turns out I don't know French?
Oh, wait, you don't have to say what it means.
Well, it just doesn't make as much sense in direct translation. But okay, il m'a promis, so he promised me,
Yeah.
qu'il entend mes cris, that he hears my screams. But I meant calls, so he promised me he heard my calls, which I suppose sounds like it could be interpreted as referring to God or my father, who will watch this one day. And then seul aujourd'hui douleur est finie means only today our pain is over, or maybe as of today our pain is over.
Wait, this is beautiful.
I don't even remember the next line. So we'll come back to it. But anyway, so let's move on to the next one.
I just made that song even more beautiful for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But otherwise, Google Translate is your friend.
Yeah.
So this next song is called. Well, I won't even pretend to tell you what the next song is called.
Ah.
Okay, enjoy.
This is where it ends, or is it where we begin? Open your eyes and breathe into your mind. Your ever after's not the same as mine. When we hold on to fate, but don't say goodbye to broken yesterday. Let it flow. And I will never pretend that I see us making it to the end. No, I won't even have to try if I feel us making it through the night. I hope you'll see the better part of me, 'cause I won't let you go. Let you go. Settle down, darling. Try to hold it together. Believe me when I say I thought we could be better. That even perfect days aren't built to last forever. And still we hold on to our way as we justify our broken yesterday. Let it flow.
That's a nice one.
Yeah,
Turtle hijacked the attention for a little bit.
that's important.
We were still also listening.
It is the internet, after all.
Cat videos.
Yep.
Internet.
I think that's what the internet was born out of, is a cat pooped it out and someone got it on camera.
I think so.
And then next thing you know, YouTube. Anyway, that's Turtle. Yeah.
What does it pretend about? Or you can pretend to.
Well, it's so the thing people should understand is it takes me years. I'm not like this Braeden dude over here who could write 3 EPs and before even getting out of the shower.
Yeah.
To be clear, he's writing them in the shower, but also before and after the shower.
That's true.
So
I write them in my head in the shower, and then I come out of the shower and write them all down, and then then whatever.
Yeah, so I can't do that. So it takes me a number of years oftentimes. So that song started, it was about a specific person who was in my life very briefly. And it was a very interesting story, but I won't get into it in detail. That's what the song's for.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's weird. I shouldn't ask after every single song. I shouldn't ask after every single song what this is about, because that would be annoying for me to talk about what every song on my album, because there's like multiple meanings. It's layered. It's not just a. So yeah, that's.
Well, it's not that it's annoying. It's that in that case, there's just no good that could come about me giving specifics about the.
And that also takes away for me, that would take away the meaning of what it can mean to someone else. I think every song can mean something different to someone else.
I completely agree. And I like to think that even knowing specifics that went into a specific song don't then ruin the ability for someone to come up with their own meaning. I don't think those are mutually exclusive. But anyway, the point is, I think I think ideally you can listen to it and be aware it's about a specific situation from my life. But then, if I'm doing a good job, I'll also have given the listener lyrics that allow them to think it's about them.
Yeah.
Like
that's amazing when that happens.
And in rap, that's harder because you have just so many words.
Specific.
But you still succeed.
Thank you.
Which is pretty cool.
It is hard.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the first. This is the first song that I started working on the album. It's also the one of only. It might be one of only 2 songs that has someone else performing on it too. Everything else I performed on my own.
That's crazy.
But that's just the instruments. I want to be very clear. A lot of people help me make this, from the engineering side and from the mentorship side and the moral support side, and even often like little ideas that someone might throw out somewhere in the process that then become a big part of the song. So just to clarify, this most definitely has been a group effort. But anyway, this one, Braeden Wilkinson, I mentioned earlier, drummer who on Café des Rêves was the drummer for the entirety of that album. He is playing the drums in here. And this is early. These were supposed to be demo drums that then became, they became the real drums. And that happens oftentimes. So this is called On and On.
Our roads converge into one. If anything, we're closer to home. I've found my grace, I'm lost in your face, the brightest mind I've ever known. And you may decide to be cruel and unkind, but everyone falls in the end, in love and the arms of a friend. On and on with your gentle wings. the dark. Sing your song with your loudest scream. They won't miss a thing. The rhythm of your heart beats on and on. All my walls come falling from stone. If anything, the battle was won. I've found my place through shame and disgrace. The brightest days have just begun. And you may decide that I'm losing my mind. If only I'd fought to the end. But beginnings are where we've been sent. On and on with your gentle wings and your carefree dreams. You guide me through the dark. Sing your song with your loudest scream. They won't miss a thing. The rhythm of your heart beats on and on. On and on with your gentle wings and your carefree dreams. You guide me through the dark. Sing your song with your loudest scream. They won't miss a thing. The rhythm of your heart beats on and on. On and
Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Daisies.
Daisies.
Thank you, Daisies. Yeah,
That was nice.
thanks. I really,
You couldn't hear it, but it was really good. He was playing piano.
yeah, wow. The song sounded better. I need to learn, there's one chord that I've forgotten. That's okay.
No. They didn't hear it, so you played it flawlessly.
Yeah, it was perfect. I am a maestro, sir. Cool. Well, let's, another fact about this album is it's the first one where I'm playing all of the guitar solos. Prior to that, Alex Malenko played all of the guitar solos on all of my songs.
You did those ones?
I did all of them, but what people need to understand is I don't play guitar. So what I did...
No, you do now.
Well, what I did, I'm not a guitarist by any means. I can play acoustic guitar and I can play, like I can fake it, and that's what I did. I would just kind of do my best to improvise on the electric guitar. And I would just do take after take, and I would wind up with sections of things that were good. And I would stumble on interesting things that happened by accident, and then I would go and I'd just piece them together.
Yeah.
And then learn how to play what I pieced together.
Oh, that's true. You did that for a number of my songs.
Yeah.
And it sounds so good.
And I think I should give myself credit in that that's not an illegitimate way to do it. I just want to clarify, I do not play electric guitar all that well. But I did manage to do it for this album. And that solo you just heard there, that was an okay one. But
Yeah,
let's...
really okay one.
Thank you. So this next one, I want to shout out... Where is he... Let's see if we have him in the... Okay. Well, I think he's busy. He's a busy man. But I want to shout out Futch.
Fudge.
That's FVTCH. I don't think it's actually that.
Here?
He's not here. He's busy. But that jerk, I'm going to cry. But that's fine. It's our fault. We were supposed to do this yesterday, which was the actual release day. But then I unilaterally said, never mind, we're doing it today. Point is, he helped make this next song good. It was fine before. And he heard something and he's like, that's great. Do more of that. And I had it as a completely different energy in the second half, which is where he went, no. Try this. And you're about to see what this is. So, just like this evening, this song is endless.
Follow me if you're running on empty, if you're living in a daydream, if you're feeling brave. Remember me when moments are fleeting, when tables are turning, when you don't think you can. We will never be apart, no matter where you are. I'll be the one that brightens the way. You're the one who keeps me strong, even when we're moving on. Take my hand, we'll go our own way. Speak to me, I feel you pretending, though all you're defending. Let's knock it down. Endlessly, it's falling upon me to see what you can be, not what you can. We will never be apart, no matter who you are. I'll be the one that brightens your day. You're the one who keeps me strong, even when we're moving on. Take my hand, we'll go our own way. We will never be apart, no matter where you are. I'll be the one that brightens your day. You're the one that keeps me strong, even when we're moving on. Take my hand, we'll go our own way.
Now, fun fact, I played all the violins on that too. Now, do you have anything to say about that, Sam?
Well, I heard the recording of the violin, and it sounded very different from what it sounds like in the song.
How would you describe, like, different how? Like, is different
Well,
a euphemism?
It went from a series of squeaks to actual music.
I couldn't put it better myself. It went from a series of squeaks to actual music. The Liam Sturgis story. Okay, wait. That's so good. I gotta cite you on that. As not just that song, but my entire music career. Went from a series of squeaks to actual music. It's true, though. It's true. And I want to give credit to Melodyne, which is a program that let me really do some good stuff with that. But keep in mind, that was all me playing that violin. And it's actually impressive that it was able to, because if you think about it, if it was a series of squeaks, but I didn't actually generate any new noise, all it did was sort of finagle what was there, then in theory I was making music sounds. In practice, though, debatable. Let's ask the Georgia Strait. Moving on. So now we've reached the part of the album that's sort of like the halfway point, sort of the transition. This has been all good and fun, but we're about to really see the dark side of humanity.
You need the light closer.
Welcome to the dark side of humanity and the forest. I'm just going to real quick here.
Ah.
I don't know where I am. I've been lost for so long. Oh, what did Braeden just walk into?
Are you in a cave?
I am. Okay, so we're at the halfway
Hi, Braeden.
point. Now it gets real spoopy.
Wait, is this a spoopy section?
Fun fact about this next song.
Is this the ghost?
Yeah,
of the album?
No, not necessarily. It's just sadder than that. But this next song, Dean Marr said he hated the guitar solo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move into Last Call.
One last call to close eyes. Out of body, out of mind. In this absent chorus, find our harmony in life. We've still got a world to see, counting days that haven't been, finding hope in places we've seen in our dreams. One last fall to to see, counting days that haven't been, finding hope in places we've seen in our dreams, falling fast and falling short, crashing waves against the shore, finding hope in places we thought we forgot.
Okay, cool. Hi. Hello. Shout out Bella's entire family who may or may not have joined. Also shout out God, who else?
Okay.
God. Shout out Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I wanna-
Always shout him.
I'd like to thank Daniel Craig. God, who else? You said that one had Café des Rêves type vibes. What do you mean by that?
I feel like step up to the mic. Hi. That one, well, Café de Rêve had like a very particular feel to it. That song just gave me like a bit of a throwback, like to what that album was about, in like a particular song on it that you'll have. Yeah. No, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah. Also, if we're rating that guitar solo out of 10, that was like not bad at all. That was a good guitar solo. So
yeah, Dean. Oh no, I think his main thing was he couldn't sing along to it.
Oh, what?
Which is a valid, like, I
It
don't
is fun to
disagree
sing
at
along
all.
to a guitar solo.
Yeah, like you want to exactly. Truly, that's not what that was. And it's one of those things where I've already written it and it's very hard for me to change it once I've done that. But anyway.
Also, should I talk about the other guitar solo on my album?
Oh yeah. As an example of yeah.
There was an example of a I'm not gonna say a bad Liam guitar solo. It was a creative guitar solo it was the demo version of what you did while having a few too many
I don't think it
beers.
was even that. I think I just sucked at guitar solos, man.
No,
I don't think alcohol had anything to do with it.
I think you recorded it because you didn't know you had ideas, but you were like, I know I'm not playing real notes, but this is just gonna like be for me to go back and look on to like remember like the idea of it. But then you sent that in like the copy to me, and I was like, how do I tell him?
Yeah. Like, does he think this sounds good? Oh God, and we've all been through that. I think probably, especially you two, having to like go, okay, I think this is an early version, but if it's not, what do I say?
No, that was the only moment. That was the only moment. Like you said, oh, this is no good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the first version of Soulful you sent me, you were like, I know this isn't very good. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's ready.
Yeah.
That's done to me.
Well, it's the self-deprecation habit that is useful in terms of being self-critical to improve on stuff, but then also results in, looking into the sunset on Canada Day going, who am I? Which, true story.
No, Liam, you are. That was a really good guitar. All of your songs, you've never had a bad song.
Agreed.
You're so nice. That's very nice.
And you fixed all of your mistakes.
There's a meme that Carson sent me one time of like this mouse that's like, and it's I'll try to find it anyway. Okay, so let's move on.
If you can find it, pull it up on the screen.
Yeah. All right. See, I told you we're getting into territory. This is where I don't necessarily want to talk as much. So here's the song.
Life can change with seasons for no reason and fall out of control. I thought about just leaving this evening, but I don't know where I'd go. missing out on happiness again. Oh, when I'm lost and so far, you're the light left in the dark. Though it's harder to find, it goes on. When I'm falling apart, you're the way back to the start. When you go, please know I'm so sorry tonight. Well, maybe I was hoping, unspoken, for a miracle cure. Promises are broken, blood soaked in, the pain I can't endure. Ever insecure, always running out of time. But I'll sing for you all my life. I'm so sorry for wishing I could skip right to the end. And I still worry I'm missing out on happiness again. Whoa, when I'm lost and so far, you're the light left in the dark. Though it's harder to find, it goes on. When I'm falling apart, you're the way back to the start. When you go, God, please know I'm so sorry
That note.
Yeah, all right, now I gotta leave the room and they're gonna tell you what that song's about.
Are you gonna go cry?
I'm gonna go get water to avoid crying.
Oh, okay.
All right, someone
Braeden,
take the seat.
You're up.
I don't want. I'm gonna cry.
Go.
Better you than me.
Okay, we all cried. Liam's going to go get some water to avoid crying, he said. Oh, that note at the end gets me. That last note. That last note. Boy. I don't know what to say. That's a.
Explain what the song is about. That's what he told me to do.
Did he? Does he want me to?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak to it. It's too emotional. It's so.
Liam told you to.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's him. That should be
He
him.
doesn't want to do it. He told you to do it.
Okay, should I?
Ow.
Should I?
You can.
Oh, okay. That's about Liam's mom, who's not here anymore, but she was a beautiful woman. She was, and that one makes me cry. I can't listen to that one without crying. That definitely made us tear up. That's why if you saw us all hugging each other, that's why. Everyone is getting very emotional. Anyone else in the chat that's talking? What am I supposed to do now?
You just stay there until Liam comes back.
Okay.
I think he's coming back now.
Well, yeah, he's coming back now. That's probably. Damn it! I think that's actually the best. I don't know. Like it's a hard song to listen to for me, but it's probably actually it's like changed my mind for me. It's like I know it's good, but I can't listen to it because that's a hard song that I wrote. But yeah. It is my favorite song is still Soulful because I can I can listen to it without crying. It just makes me happy, and this one is just
Okay, let Liam have his turn.
Okay, you can hear. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. I'm gonna go onto the piano bench now. Au revoir.
Thank you. The good news is it's like exposure. Like the good thing about music, actually, as an outlet, is it lets you process things. So I'm eating a vitamin C.
Good choice.
So yeah, like that song. I feel it was a very healthy process, and I don't cry when I listen to it.
That's good.
Because it's also been a few years, and there's a process of like,
Yeah.
It's an integration into reality, and the song helps celebrate,
Yeah.
which sounds backwards, but anyway, let's put that to rest for now. And you mentioned that last note.
Man, that last note, dude. Can we just listen to that one more time?
Well, we're gonna listen to just that last little couple seconds. And sorry, and we're gonna let it play through.
That's the most powerful note on this whole album.
It's one more time. What?
That's the most powerful note on the whole album.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say it ends off somewhere intentional.
Yeah.
So we're gonna listen through to the next album, and I encourage for those eagle-eared listeners, there's a part where you might hear some interesting commentary from a set of interesting people. Listen closely, and then don't sue me for copyright infringement.
Didn't have to lie when I said I was fine. Could deny every time that I didn't want to see ya. At the end of my rope, giving hope, give a twist and a jive. I don't think I want to feel ya. Overdone and I'm burned on a roll, and it's taking its toll, and I cannot escape ya. If I'm alone, destitute, and I'm cold, guess I'm just growing old, getting ready to fold. I'm getting ready to fold. Now you're gone, I'm not fond of our song. I belong in a time when you wish I'd always be there. In a pinch I'ma help you get on, till the right isn't wrong, and I curse another demon. I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, but you know I'll scream this on and on and on. You wouldn't understand it, caught beneath that island stranded. No turning back until we're home. This bridge is far behind. You wouldn't wanna see it, the way you let my ashes bleed in. No turning back, we're going home. I won't be another waste of time.
when you turn that one up real loud, when you turn that one up real loud, it sounds pretty cool.
that one kicks ass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a sister song to Invasion.
Prepare for the both kind of about the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, basically. We'll do this, but I'll listen through to In Search of Home sometime. We
We already did that for mine, I guess.
I know,
We
but
didn't
not
do-
in this setting.
We didn't do commentary either.
We didn't do commentary. Well, we did. We yelled over it
Danced.
We just danced and kind of
and got sweaty.
very sweaty.
Yeah.
But no, that song. Now that I never realized what those voices were. Should I speak to?
No, don't do it.
No.
Don't do
We're
it.
not going to talk about that.
There's some things
We don't
people
talk
need to
about
listen and catch on their own.
No, if you're paying attention, you'll figure out what's going on.
So
now that I know, I love that song even more.
yeah, I love doing that. I love hiding not usually copyrighted audio recordings, but usually meaning.
It's not really copywritten, is it?
We've said too much. So let's move on to now. Here's the thing. So we've reached the final stage of this journey here because the next there are 3 songs left, but they're truly one. We're gonna listen to them all as one thing. Now I'm
describe this last period of your album, these last 3 songs as one. What's going on in is this, we just did War, so is this a continuation of the War? Is this what's happening?
It's not even that literal. It's I think I gotta let it speak for itself.
Okay.
And then it's one of those things where there's a lot that
There's so much going on.
yeah, and if people listen with a discerning ear, they might hear familiar things. And again, find meaning. David Du Mesnil.
Hey, that's your dad.
That's my dad.
I am so happy to hear you're doing good. Thank you for listening. This is really cool that you're here. So you've come at a good time. We're going to now listen through the last 3. Here's the only issue I have is that the transition is not going to be perfect. on there's a once again, we're just gonna let it play through. There's a song that is supposed to have a completely gapless transition that unfortunately Bandcamp won't be able to perfectly play. But we're just going to accept that as is and go and enjoy it on your own later, and you'll see what I mean. So we'll talk again after. Don't you worry. But we are going to hit into the last 3 songs now, and we'll see you on the other side.
Afraid of growing older, you're sighing when the day is done. An ancient memory haunts you, your shadow can't escape the sun. Oh, it seems you're far too blind to see. Promise to believe. You told me one love without a reason. Burn your inhibitions to trust your intuition. You'll always find your mission. 3, live the world around you. It's the one that found you. 4, count the minutes in memory. for a chance to hold her. You fought the power till you had none. We'll find pieces where we've been and live off adrenaline. We'll lift off from where we stand and fly to Foreverland. The time teaches as it's spent. We'll learn something when we can. And if we acknowledge it, welcome Foreverland. possibility. You stand as the world's last hope, the angels send, the heavens bend. Now burn, resurrect your darkest thoughts of hurt, and be submerged.
Something is happening in our world.
A threat. The corrupt, the cheats, the deceivers.
100 years of delay have passed.
The masses of people are rising up.
The people freed the slaves are not yet freed, bonds of injustice.
And they were ready and waiting to attack anyone who questioned the lies.
Are directly engaged in the defense establishment. We must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist.
There's an abundant universe, and that abundant universe is with us. You can conquer hate by ignoring it. You can destroy it by loving the person next to you.
This generation of America has already had enough, more than enough, of war, hate, and oppression.
The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city. We should take nothing for granted.
Celebrating life!
Great prosperity.
This is an us for humanity story. We don't care what you look like.
It's not enough to believe in
We
something.
don't care what you believe in.
You have to be ready to stand to want it. Are you ready for
We
this
don't
to
care where you
change?
come from.
Whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, Prague, Ghana, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Jackson, Mississippi, or Memphis, Tennessee, the cry is always the same. We want to be free.
Only by sharing the truth will this be.
All right, I lied. We are going to talk.
Okay, there's just too much to talk about.
Yeah, I will start by saying, please, 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 if you do nothing else, go back and listen on. I think Apple Music, it does it well. In theory, it should be every platform. Bandcamp just doesn't do it well. Listen to Minutes, Midnight, and then Legacy, which is the song we're going to play in a second, because the build up at the end of Minutes leads seamlessly into that first hit of Midnight, and it's just such a glorious moment when it works.
So good. It's actually really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then this one, of course, leads into the last one of the album. Is just so good. The last little guy is just a really good, cute little song at the end. Not cute. That's a.
Oh, it's small. It's diminutive.
It's yeah, but all three songs are meant to be played together. They're just. But can we talk about Midnight?
Do it.
Do you want to talk about Midnight?
You can talk about midnight.
You say it's your favorite one, right? There's a moment. I don't. What? Okay, I want you. You should talk about it, or me.
Well, yeah, so that song, most of it was recorded. A lot of it was recorded in 2013. Yeah, almost 10 years ago. Holy crap.
Did you write it at the same time as After Midnight?
No. So the long story short is my first project ever. The first album EP I did was called Hit the Stage. It's this guy right here, this blue one. And the first song on it is called After Midnight. And I couldn't tell you why I called it that. Or I couldn't tell you where. I do not remember where the idea came from. I know there are other songs called After Midnight, but I only learned about that in 2015.
You only learned about that
After Midnight. So I don't remember what the impetus was, but it's a very optimistic song, which matched because I was coming to the end of high school, so I think it was sort of like, I know there's going to be like everyone goes through things in their young adulthood, especially there will be curveballs, and there were, and I think we can all say there's been some pretty major curveballs for everybody. And I think, so what I've come to is, so After Midnight, and I knew loosely in my head, I thought it'd be super cool. The plan was always to do a song called Midnight. Then in the year or so that came after, I wrote this song. And the issue was it didn't fit with the album that I followed up with called The Book of Prime, which is this here, even though if you listen to The Book of Prime, you might hear some musical elements that come back later. So it was sort of teased or sort of laid, into interwoven into the Book of Prime, but it just wasn't ready. I couldn't get it sounding. I mean, it's quite it's not the best song of all time, but it's definitely the most epic song. Epic in terms of just whatever that word means by definition. Not necessarily. I'm not patting my back.
Epic, no. It's
a big undertaking.
It is an epic, like as a noun, right? Like
yeah.
Epic is like the tale of an epic tale, right?
Right. That's the idea. So it was. I just kept finding that I wasn't there yet. Like it wasn't sounding. It wasn't as. I wasn't ready, and it was almost like I was telling a story that I didn't yet. Like I hadn't experienced. Like it didn't feel quite right. And then same thing happened when I moved into Café des Rêves, which was 2018. And, again, I even the kind of fictional, abstract, metaphorical story that runs through these, at each juncture, I kept feeling genuinely that's where it was supposed to go, and then it never did. Fast forward, I think part of it was I attended Nimbus School of Recording and Media, where I legitimately learned how to do things a lot better on the production side, and more than that, I could achieve things that I didn't know I didn't have the skills to achieve yet, and also the inspiration finally hit, and I started going to Nimbus when I was starting to record Foreverland for real. And that's why I went to Nimbus actually, and then beyond that, I don't want to speak too specifically because I think the point really is to interpret it how you will, and what I'm trying to get across can't be said explicitly. So, at least not very effectively, I found. So anyway,
well, you could say just like the timing of you putting this out is really relevant.
It turns out that I was waiting for certain life experiences that had not yet happened, and I can now, like, I did not change the song. The song as it's written, the structure of it, the lyrics that I sing, everything that that didn't change. That's the same as it was in 2013, and then it turns out to have been accidentally prophetic in my own life because I then lived a version. And I don't mean just any specific period of time, really, actually. It's even more abstract than that. Yeah. But I get it now. So I finished it, and then other ideas came, and it crafted into this really interesting final product there. And again, I don't want to be too specific. I want people to listen to it. And
Like all the voices that are in
you're being too specific.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's leave that there. But but just speaking very broadly, you're right. The timing was meant to be now.
Yeah.
And
It was prophetic. You were right.
yeah.
You had that song knowing that when the time's right, it would come out and it would mean something even more when, because it's 2022 and that's it.
Yeah, and you know but I will say specifically the lyrics they're specifically designed like it's speaking of an apocalypse really, and it as I've done before, I've sort of accidentally used biblical imagery and literature, you know, as the reference point for some of the metaphors, and that certainly is the case in the lyrics here. So, but I think the point is in the progression of the thing, you start in one place and then you wind up with hopefully an optimistic message, if I can say that. Mm-hmm. I know I get amped every time I listen to it.
Oh, the end, yeah, like, oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of messages of love and peace and unity and all good things in the end. So, yeah, like, oh.
And I think that is worth saying. That is the point.
That is the point. And,
yeah. So listen to and lastly, it was the right time for me, but it was also the right time in terms of the message I'm trying to send to people. So that when I do get on stage again, and when Braeden and I do our big launch show that we've been talking about doing for years, and
for all of our past albums,
exactly, yeah, we have a lot to catch up on. And again, I think there's a reason why we had to kind of wait by accident. Yeah. But that's what we're doing. You know, this is just one way of articulating, I think. Kind of, at least for me, that's what I'm trying to convey to people is those messages of what you just said a second ago. Yeah. And so it signs us up for something cool and new in the period to come. And anyway, enough jibber jabber. We're gonna play the last song, which is truly just like a postscript to say thank you. And then we're gonna go get dinner. And I think I'll take us out so people can just, you know, have some time with Legacy. It can be on their own. We'll have our time.
Yeah.
So, anyone have anything to plug? Sam?
No. The blog that you don't have?
You don't want me to talk about your book blog? She doesn't have a book blog. Bella?
She has a book blog, but...
Bella has a book blog.
No, I don't.
It was Bella's blog.geocities.biz.
Biz.
No.
Yeah.
// So anyway, and then Braeden, anything to plug? You do have something to plug.
I do have stuff, but...
You have something specific to plug.
Me and Liam do podcasts every Thursday morning.
That's true. Yeah, Braeden and I do. It's called Holding Space.
Yeah.
And we hold space.
We talk about music and life and aliens and...
I don't know if aliens...
we will talk. We will talk about aliens.
For next week.
We talk about random things. What else? What is something...
Your EP.
Okay. Yeah, I have an EP out.
That is something to promote.
Yeah, I have an EP. Yeah, there's the Existence EP that came out. Like, I didn't tell anybody that this came out. It's on Spotify. You can check it out.
So Existence EP on Spotify from Ash and Dust. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last but not least, so Braeden and I on Thursdays we do Holding Space where we hold space. It's the best pitch ever. And we want to hold space with more of you, whether we know you or not. The whole point is to keep a space that is open to come and healthily and respectfully share what's going on in our lives and just generally talk about anything that comes to the minds of the people of the. So anyone who wants to join us, please do. We had Etienne join us last time. That's very nice. Are you asking me to read that out loud?
There's a little comment for you.
Oh, okay. I got a nice little comment. Thank you. So anyway, we're gonna. What was I saying? So, and also starting next week, I'm doing a new show, the Rounding the Earth podcast with Matthew Crawford, who's the author of the Rounding the Earth very popular Substack series, and we have a roundtable discussion coming up on Tuesday where we're going to be talking with Dr. Jessica Rose and Chris Masterjohn, a PhD, and the topic is going to be science. which is rather broad.
Hey, Liam.
What's up?
He has a question for you.
One last thing before we go out. Would you be my groomsman?
Yes, I do. I do. Oh, I thought I have to. Okay, yeah. Mwah, I will.
Yeah.
He said yes.
He said yes.
Okay, tight. That's sick. Bring it in. Oh.
Yeah.
See, this has turned into a holding space. Yeah, bring it in. Oh my goodness. So much unexpected stuff.
Oh shit.
We're very professional here. So that's exciting. So we'll leave you there, and we will play you out with Legacy.
Ow.
Are you okay? Sorry about that. I keep hitting Bella. And which makes me a great candidate for groomsman, I guess. So I guess. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you on the Flippity Flop. You've been wonderful. Natalia's just loving this, and you're part of our digital group hug, Natalia. Thank you to everyone who's watched and commented, and yeah, we'll see you again very soon. www.liamsturgis.bandcamp.com. That's where you can listen to the whole album again if you want, and you can also buy your copy of the limited edition CD, which you can either listen to or put on the wall, because not everyone has a CD player anymore.
Sad.
But it's also available on Spotify and everywhere else you might get your music, iTunes, Apple Music, so on and so forth. If you're one of those weirdos who uses Amazon Music, Godspeed, but it is on there too.
My cousin uses Amazon Music.
Well, I love him too. Okay, see you on the Flippity Flop. Thank you guys. Goodbye.
I don't know what it means, the distance